Hi guys, this is Karen Blacher. I know that I promised you guys more superhero faces and I am going to deliver, but I've only got time to film a very quick tutorial this afternoon, so I'm going to show you a different design. This is the one and only special FX design I do. This is a cyborg damage cheek art, or body art. It's a small design that you can really stick anywhere. It's very Terminator. It's the look of blasted out skin with cyborg peeking out underneath. Makes a really wonderful complement to if you do a cyborg half face. It's a really fun thing to do on the other side or on a collarbone, or it looks really good over a joint, like if you could do it over the top of somebody's shoulder. You can, once you have this technique, you can really stick it anywhere. So I'm going to do this with my 3/4 flat brush and my number 1 round. I'm going to start with the 3/4 flat and some Diamond FX red. So I'm going to load up my brush in the DFX red, and I'm going to define the outline of the damage. I'm going to do this on my cheekbone. I find that's a kind of flattering place to do it, insofar as looking like a blasted out robot can be flattering. So I'm going to define the outline by just tapping with just the edge of my brush. And I'm going to create an outline within which the damaged area is going to be. I want it to be kind of jagged, kind of irregular. And then I'm going to very quickly wipe the excess paint off my brush. In fact, I'm actually going to rinse my brush, blot the excess water off it. And with this just kind of damp brush, no paint on it, I'm going to grab that red and I'm going to flick it out. So this creates kind of a blasted out, kind of burned sort of effect. And then I'm going to do the same thing with DFX black. I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to load up my brush in the black. I'm going to go around the outline just tapping with the edge of my brush. And I'm going to remove the paint from my brush, come back in while the paint is still wet, and flick. This really looks like it kind of just exploded. Then with the same brush again, I'm going to pick up some gray. I'm using a Snazaroo gray. Any gray or silver will do. Silver is better, but this design tends to be so dimensional by itself that you can use gray and no one will know you're not using silver. So now I'm just going to fill in inside the outline that I've created with gray. If it picks up a little black, that's kind of okay, because it just gives it sort of a shadow effect, like a little dimensionality. Then I'm going to take my number 1 round brush, load it up in my DFX black, and I'm going to do a kind of jagged outline around this. I'm going to make it jagged by wiggling my brush as I go. If you have a shaky hand, this is the design for you. So I'm just kind of wiggling my brush around that outline, just to give it a little bit more definition. And then also with my DFX black on my number 1 round, now I'm just going to put a couple of lines inside here. Very jagged, angular shapes. Like that. Just create sort of seams. And I'm also going to put some black dots to suggest bolts along some of these seams. Now to finish this off, I'm going to pick up some DFX white. Everything inside the outline is going to get highlighted with the DFX white. So anywhere I put a black line, I'm going to now put a nice skinny white line. just to give it a little dimension. And then, last but not least, I'm going to come back with my DFX Red, also now on my skinny brush, and I'm once again going to redefine that outline around the damage. So I'm going to put this on the outside of the black. Just kind of shaky, shaky line. Oop. Not so shaky that you lose the line. All the way around. I'm just adding a little flicks here because I find that my red this time wasn't all that dramatic, so I'm flicking it out a little just to emphasize that blasted look. And there you have it. Cyborg Damage. Now, when I do this on myself, I'll do like one here and one on a cheekbone. Like I said, looks really great on a shoulder, looks great as a compliment to a cyborg half face. Don't tell kids they'll look like the Terminator. They have no idea who that is. Isn't it tragic? But we do, and we're the painters, and we can totally sell it. So anyway, there's my Cyborg Damage special effects cheek art. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you can use it. Thank you.